Did he not see you? Did he not see you? Look, you can't leave a Chevy Malibu on the street with keys, take the keys with you, and you can't leave a Chevy Malibu on the street for 5 minutes in Chicago without it getting stolen. They don't even need to keep, they're not even going to break into it. They might smash the window and then throw that mug in neutral, and then they're going to pull up another car behind it in order to pull it around the corner so they can steal it. You can't leave a trash car in a fucked up hood and think that you're going to come outside and your car's still going to be there after you come into that house and then you go out for 15 minutes. Yet this beautiful, blissful, awesome woman that has a great personality and multiple different kids, everybody is passing over and nobody is able to see her for the last 40 years of her life. How? So then when you get into the dating phase, as they like to say it, because they keep giving you all of the cues of how to vet a woman effectively. And this is what you need to look for. And I see women on there. These are the 10 signs of men that you want to avoid. And then the women get on there. And these are the 5 things of a narcissistic man. Can we please retire that name? Narcissistic. Listen, ain't nothing narcissistic about you valuing yourself. Don't let another woman sit there and tell you that you're a narcissist just because you got standards and you value yourself. And you selfish before you selfless because you understand that you can't do anything for anybody unless you make sure that you're taking care of yourself first. Because you want to do, listen, they champion self-love when it's convenient for them, but they want you to be selfless when you're in their presence. Oh, no. I want you to have self-love before you get into a relationship with me. So let's get back to this dating phase, right? Because it's really just deflowering so you can understand exactly what everybody else passed up on once they start living with them, once they start busting them down, once they was with them for an extended period of time, all of the trauma, all of the issues, all of the non-self-love that they have, all of the student loan debt, all of the trash and the trauma that she's going to bring into your life, all of the toxicity, all of the men and the D and the peen that she had before you that she's now bringing into this relationship because she can't unsee all of the stuff that they did to her before they got to you. And you think that just because she transferred towns that she going to be a different person. No, she the same person, and that's why ain't nobody picked her yet. That's why they get mad at women that call themselves pick-me's. Because they're looking to get picked. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get picked. A man, listen, you a Christian, but he who findeth the wife findeth the good thing. You forgot about that part. And so everybody that discover you, they be like, next. They swipe left, swipe right in real life on you. Everybody that deflower you, everybody that you waste your time with as far as the dating phase, right? Because again, you're trying to discover who that person really is. You taking her to Ruth Chris. You keep giving her a doggy bag. You don't know that she going and bringing that doggy bag over to the dog that's going to her, right? And so as a result, you're just wasting time, and time reveals all. But you don't know how much time it's going to take before you discover that, oh, this is not the woman that I actually want to be with, that I want to have my children, and that I want to marry. And so the dating phase is really just the deflowering phase, is trying to understand what it is that you don't want about a person, but y'all doing it over dinner and it's costing you money in order to do so. And y'all keep saying chivalry is dead. There is no chivalry when you're dealing with a. And we've now gotten to the point to where we can't separate the difference between a housewife because we've all convoluted exactly what the standards are, and we think that everybody is supposed to be able to do anything that they want to do, and they're supposed to be valued the same way. We supposed to value a 96 Honda Accord the same way that we value a 2024 Bugatti Chiron. Everybody want a Chiron. People will cut off their left arm. They scam and they do anything they can to get a Bugatti Chiron, but you think that you're in the same boat as a wife. A woman that's been conditioned to understand exactly what the word of God is and lives and dies by that word of God and aligns herself with the person that she's supposed to be aligned with and covered by her father until her groom, her husband, meets him at the altar and he exchanges vows on the behalf of her and vows to protect her, and she's the woman that's really actually going to be a great mother and all of this stuff. But then the dating phase is actually supposed to start then. once you exchange the vows. Because then that's when you're not supposed to be comfortable. That's when you're supposed to start competing. That's when you start to show who you really are. That's when you start to show your stripes. Listen, I don't want the best of you before I get you. I don't want him to get the best of you. I want the best of you now. I want the best of you for the rest of your life. That's not the time for you to get comfortable. You don't go to college in order to be able to retire. You go to college so that you can get a good job. And then that's when you got to show and prove. Listen, getting a college degree just gets you into the door to be able to interview. It's not supposed to just automatically qualify you for retirement. In no segment of life do we automatically get the prize without the work for it. Once you get the job, you still got to get a paycheck. You still got to deliver. You got deliverables. You got people that you got to manage. You got to go through training. You got to go through diversity, equity, and inclusion modules on your screen. You got to make sure that you attend all of these different seminars, and you got to be a representation of the company, and you got to actually earn your stripes. Listen, the marriage is just getting the job. It don't mean that you can't get fired. You can still get fired. But wouldn't you rather get promoted? Wouldn't you rather get promoted? But we always want to do things different, and we always want to put the cart before the horse. You valued her. You told you loved her too early. You bought her stuff. You took her to places that she ain't never been to in order to be able to court her. And you got all of this dumb from some other person on the internet that told you that this is what you were supposed to do. But that's not the keys to being successfully married. It's not. Anton, why you don't never wear a ring? Because I like Rolexes. That's not the determining factor for whether or not I'm going to be successfully married. You think a ring means something? Listen, you spent $50,000 for a ring that you couldn't afford and you financed it. I spent $300. You was married for 6 months. I'm married for 20 years. You think the stuff is the thing that's going to keep her. It's not. Somebody f***ed her for free before you got to her. The dating starts after you get married. That's when I want to see the best of you. So you telling me you could just rest and relax and that's the end of it when we trying to build? So I'm supposed to work my ass off, go out here and compete, turn down all of this random that women continue to want to throw at me. And I'm going to just tell you, the grayer my beard get, the more DMs I get. I don't know what the it is. I don't know what's going on in these streets. That's why I want to dye it back black. Because I'm tired of your trying to come at me. The grayer my beard get, the more DMs I get. That's a fact, though. That's a fact. All she did, let me tell you why they say it's dating before you get married. Because she's actually looking for you to retire her. That's why she got fat after you married her.